Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, crescendo!
And as we are now underway, we have two of our red robots making shots to the speaker that bounce out. However, Iron Panthers do manage to get that note in and score. And on Blue Lions, meanwhile, we see a couple of our teams making a grab towards the notes at the center line, not quite keeping a hold of them. However, Blue Lions still starting to tally up with the lead. And Blue Robots quickly looking to snatch up some of those notes available on the ground and add to that lead. 38-59, scoring a note in the amp. And there are Lions partners focusing on the speaker. And on red, meanwhile, we have Iron Panthers and Plus Ultra lining up in front of their speaker. 74-13 is scored, and Iron Panthers score as well. However, it is not yet enough for the Red Alliance to catch up to Blue. We have Hydro Robotics lining up in front of the speaker and scoring as Homestead scores in the amp. Blue Alliance has two notes now in their amp, ready to amplify as necessary. And as 38-59 is approaching, shooting, looks like Blue Alliance. We also see Hydro Robotics at the amp again. Blue keeping up the steady pace of that scoring. However, we see Biomex on red, shooting for the speaker, and pulling Red Alliance just that little bit closer. However, Blue Alliance currently has amplified their speaker, and a good chance to add to that score. Homestead Robotics getting a note, which will earn some of those extra points, while Hydro Robotics is over at Blue's amp, ready to start building those up again. And with a minute to go, on the Red Alliance, we see Biomex. They have a hold of a note. Unfortunately, though, they launch it out of the field and not into their speaker, but they're back across field looking to get another from the human player. And in fact, we see many of our teams doing those cycles back and forth since there are not any notes available in free areas of the field at the moment. And with 40 seconds to go, Red Alliance getting a note in their speaker and going back cross field for more. However, with 30 seconds, Blue Alliance maintaining a 12-point lead as Homestead Robotics, getting a little caught up on the stage, rushes back to try and add to it. And our margin remains 12 points as we enter endgame. We now see Red Alliance trying to score some of those high notes. Blue Alliance gets one in place. Blue Alliance gets two high notes in place. Shooting for a third, not quite making it, but with 7 seconds left, Blue still has two spotlight chains. We have 2 seconds left. 8:41 is parked for the Red Alliance. And it looks like that will be how our endgame scoring finishes. It's hanging on to their lead and winning that match 53-40.